Hello YouTube, this is Goody, and just before I get on with today's guide, I'd like to say thank you to everyone for 5,000 subscribers. That number is just absolutely insanely big, and thank you to everyone that watches my videos, thank you to everyone that comments, likes, favourites, all those things. It really does motivate me to carry on making these videos, and the fact that there's 5,000 of you, it's just ridiculous. So yeah, thank you for watching my content. I really do appreciate it, more than you can imagine. And yeah, I'll quit wasting your time, on with the guide. This is a guide on how to kill people for high value loots on login. The requirements for this guide are 60 attack, dragon claws, high defense level and high magic level, and that's for tanking in case you do get clanned. And the suggestions for this guide are completion of Summer's End or 57 plus woodcutting or 84 plus magic and the ancient spellbook, 90 plus attack and strength, and 100 plus combat. The setups for this guide are fairly simple. Your setup should aim to give you a good combination of strength and attack bonus. It should also account for the fact that you might have to tank some TBs and freezes. I won't go into too much detail on the setup just to save some time with the guide, but you should definitely go with your best slash and strength boosting gear. As it can take a long time to find people logging in, this will help you guarantee the KO. Obviously you also need to account for the fact that you will be risking it, and you need to not use gear that is too valuable, so Vesta and Statius I would definitely not suggest using that. It's not cost effective and it's not worth the risk. I would highly suggest using an Amulet of Glory over any other amulet, as it means that you can teleport in up to 30 wilderness as opposed to up to 20 wilderness. For a plate and legs, I would definitely suggest Ganodermic Poncho and leggings, as they're perfect for tanking both magic and melee, and it makes it amazing if you're getting clanned and you can just tank out all the freezes and the TBs. If you don't want to use Ganodermic, or you can't use Ganodermic, then I'd definitely suggest just rolling with Dragonhide, as it's cheap and it does the trick. Your inventory should consist of several Saradomin brews and supersets. You also need prayer potions and food for when you do potentially get hit by a clan. You might also want to bring a follow-up weapon, which is the weapon that you use to KO them if your claws don't quite do the trick. Getting there is incredibly simple, and the best place to do this trick is by far to kill people at the Frinthry dungeon or the Revenant Cave. Countless clans hop worlds there, and they do so in very predictable ways. You know the exact places that they usually try to log out. The best ways to get to the Frinthry dungeon are as follows. You can teleport to Corporal Beast using the Games Necklace and then run out of the cave and west. You can use the canoe station in Edgeville and travel to the Wilderness Pond. This requires level 57 woodcutting to make the Whacker canoe. And then you just need to run south and west to the entrance. You can also use the Dariak teleport on the ancient spellbook and then run northeast to the entrance. Once you are at the Rev Cave, you should run to one of the following locations. The north entrance, this is definitely where a majority of clans will log out in. The only downfall to this spot is that it is in single combat, so if you are trying to do this with a friend, then you won't be able to help each other out very much. The northern crossroads, this is just east of the north entrance. Quite a lot of clans log out around there, and it is multi-combat, so you and your friends can team people. The danger is that if a clan logs in at the north entrance, then you won't have a clue, and then they'll be walking along ready to kill people, and you'll be right in their path, which means that you'll usually die if it's a sizable clan. The final spot I would suggest is the southern crossroads. A lot of clans log out here, and it's multi as well, so you and your friends can team people, and the advantage over the northern crossroads is that fewer clans pass through there, so you will generally be safer than you would at the northern crossroads spot. Once you've chosen the location you want to claw people out at, it's incredibly simple. You just need to stay potted up and ready to attack people that log in. You should have your quick prayer set up for your best melee boosting prayers, and you should also use Protect from Magic to stop yourself getting frozen or TB'd, and of course Protect Item and Berserker if possible. If you're wondering why it's better to kill people as they log in, it's because they don't have time to activate the Protect Item prayer. It's similar to lagline rushing, where people are unable to activate it because they're loading, so it's very possible to get loot such as Dragon Claws and Armadyl Godswords very frequently. Although it's very rewarding, it's also incredibly dull. If you're doing it alone, then it's very boring. You just have to sit there and wait, and it's very tedious, and it's just not an enjoyable thing to do. However, if you do have a few friends with you, it can be quite fun, and yeah, it's definitely enjoyable if you do have a few people with you. One of the most annoying things about this method is that it can take a long time for your special to recharge and to lose your skull. One thing that I would definitely suggest if doing this with friends is that you all join your own friends chat, and then once you all special, or once one of you specials if you want, you should run south and teleport to Gamers Grotto. Here you go into a clan war, and then you immediately leave, which immediately restores your special. This is much faster than doing it at the duel arena. It also gets rid of your skull. Doing this makes this method a lot less risky, and I would definitely suggest doing it. I hope this guide helps you guys out, so yeah, make sure to leave a like if this helps you out, and leave any comments with any tips or suggestions you have for anyone else doing this method, and yeah, thanks for watching.